Hey everyone, it's your name from Visa Experts, and let's be real. Getting a visa to a new country can feel like navigating a minefield. You've got paperwork mountains, confusing requirements, and that dreaded interview. And nowhere is this truer than with the Poland work visa. Rejected for a Poland visa? You're not alone. Over 40% of applicants fail at the interview stage, and it's usually because of 5 small but deadly mistakes. We're talking about easily avoidable errors that can tank your entire application. But don't sweat it, that's what I'm here for. In this video, I'm breaking down those 5 common Poland visa interview mistakes, and more importantly, showing you exactly how to avoid them. Let's get you that visa. Alright, let's jump right into the first mistake people make. And honestly, it's a mistake I see across the board with almost every type of visa application: giving generic answers. Specifically, when the interviewer asks you, "Why Poland?" you need to have a specific thought-out response. Look, they know you're not moving to Poland just for the pierogies, right? They want to see you've put real thought into this decision. If you hit them with a vague, "because I want to work," or "for a better life," that's an instant red flag. It screams, "I haven't done my research, and I'm just looking for any country that'll take me." Instead, tailor your answer to your story and Poland's opportunities. For example, you could say, "Poland offers well-paying jobs in IT, and my programming skills are a perfect match for the growing tech sector there." Or, "Poland has a strong agricultural industry, and with my experience in farming, I'm confident I can contribute to that." See the difference? Specificity is key. Mention specific industries, job sectors, or even companies you're interested in. Show them you've done your homework on Poland's economy and job market, and that you're strategically choosing Poland for a reason. Mistake number 2, not knowing your sponsor or the details of your job offer inside and out. Look, if you're applying for a work visa, chances are you have a Polish company sponsoring you. The consular officer wants to make sure this is a legitimate job offer and not some shady situation. So be prepared to answer questions about your sponsoring company in detail. What does the company do? What's their main product or service? How did you hear about them? How long have they been in business? And don't even think about fumbling through the details of your job offer. They'll ask about your job title, your responsibilities, and yes, your salary. If you hesitate, give vague answers, or worse, provide incorrect information, that's a huge red flag. My advice? Treat this like you're back in school studying for a final exam. Memorize your job contract, your salary, even the company's address. The more confident and knowledgeable you appear, the more legitimate your application seems. Alright, moving on to mistake number 3. And this one's all about first impressions, dressing unprofessionally. Look, I get it. You might be thinking, it's just a visa interview, not a job interview. But trust me, how you present yourself speaks volumes. The consular officer is judging your character and whether you'll be a respectable representative of their country. Showing up in sloppy clothes screams, "I don't care," and that's the last message you want to send. So ditch the flip-flops, ripped jeans, and hoodies. Leave the chewing gum at home. This is your chance to show them you're serious, respectful, and responsible. Opt for business casual attire. Think clean and pressed slacks or a skirt, a button-down shirt or blouse, and a neat and tidy appearance. Remember, this is about more than just clothes. It's about showing respect for the process, the country, and the people you're interacting with. A little effort in your appearance goes a long way. Now for mistake number 4, and it's a big one, lying on your application. I cannot stress this enough. Do not, I repeat, do not lie on your visa application, especially about your work experience. Look, it might be tempting to embellish your resume a little, especially if you feel like your work history isn't impressive enough. But here's the thing, they will verify your information. They have ways to check your employment history, your education, everything. And if they catch even the smallest inconsistency, your application is as good as thrown in the trash. Not only will you be rejected, but you could also face serious consequences like being banned from applying for future visas. Instead of lying, focus on presenting your true experience in a positive light. Even if you've worked humble jobs, highlight the skills you've gained, your work ethic, your reliability. Poland, like many countries, respects hard work, no matter the field. And finally, the 5th mistake that trips up a lot of applicants, not practicing basic Polish or English. Now, you might not need to be fluent in Polish, but knowing a few basic phrases can make a world of difference. It shows the consular officer that you're serious about integrating into Polish society and that you're willing to put in the effort to communicate. They might ask you simple questions in Polish like, "What will you do in Poland?" or "Where will you live?" Even if your answer is in English, the fact that you understood the question and can respond coherently demonstrates a level of preparedness and respect. Don't overthink it. You don't need to be giving speeches in Polish. Start with basic greetings. Learn how to introduce yourself and practice a few sentences about your plans in Poland. There are tons of free resources online and language learning apps that can get you started. So, there you have it. The 5 common Poland visa interview mistakes that could be holding you back. Remember, acing this interview is all about preparation, honesty, and showing that you're serious about making Poland your temporary home. If this video helped you feel more confident about your upcoming interview, hit that like button and share it with anyone else who's applying for a Poland visa. Let's help each other navigate this process and increase our chances of success. And hey, since you're serious about getting that Poland visa, I'm dropping a real-life sample interview in my next video, complete with questions and answers from a successful applicant. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it.